Hey guys, welcome back to Tracie's Place. Today we are making roasted Brussels sprouts. And yes, we are starting with the shortcut way. Instead of taking forever to roast these in the oven, I am going to put the Brussels sprouts in the microwave just to get them somewhat tender so we can shorten the roasting time. So here we go. Alright guys, so I'm just going to cover them up with loose paper toweling. I've rinsed them off already. Just covering them up. I'm going to microwave them for 3 minutes, and that way it just expedites the roasting, the cooking part, and you don't have to leave them in the oven as long when you're roasting. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on for 3 minutes. So while the Brussels sprouts are in the microwave, I'm going to go ahead and cut up 2 slices of turkey bacon. Well, just one. I'm just going to do one today. I'm going to slice up 1 slice of turkey bacon in small bits, and I'll show you what it looks like afterward. But my husband eats turkey, so turkey, chicken, fish. So I'm using turkey to help season it, and I'll show you what it looks like in a second. An easy way to dice up your bacon is to fold it in half, and then in half again, in half again, and you can do it any way you want to, but this is the way I find that's easiest and quickest. You can do it as small or as big as you like. And you just kind of turn it to the side and do it like so. The Brussels sprouts are done in the microwave, and you can see that steam rising. They are good and just about tender. And what you want to do is just cut off the ends here, and I'm going to show you that in a second, but I'm just going to let them steam by themselves. That way they get even more tender. I'm just going to sit them to the side. And right now I'm going to put some melted butter in a container, some diced garlic, and I used my garlic press. And I'm going to use a tablespoon of butter, and we'll get going. So here's a tablespoon of butter, and I'm just using some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to put, I'm just about out, but 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons is just enough. And that's just, I just need to coat the Brussels sprouts. I'm going to melt this in the microwave, and I'll have everything well coated with this amount. While that's melting in the microwave, I'm going to go ahead and start on my Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to get the ends cut off. I'll show you a couple of them on camera. I'm just going to cut them like so. And you can take out the outer leaves if you want, if yours looks bad, but mine don't look bad at all. So just going to cut off those ends. A couple of them will fall off, but that's okay. All right, guys, so the ends are all chopped off rather. And what you want to do is just cut these in half lengthwise, all of them. That way they stay together at the stem. So you don't want to cut them in half like this. You want to turn them lengthways and cut them in half. And there you go. That's what it should look like, holding on at the stem. Also, guys, if you would like, you can cut them in quarters. After you half them, you can also quarter them, whichever way you like. So here's the butter and the olive oil. I'm going to go ahead and put the garlic in, and this is 4 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to go ahead and put the turkey bacon in as well. Okay, we're ready to get the Brussels sprouts coated. This does have a little bit of olive oil on it, sprayed on here. You can put them on the sheet, then pour this on top and tossle them. I prefer to just put them right in here and toss them in this bowl and then season them with salt and pepper. So I'll show you in a second. Okay, so they are in the bowl, and what I'm going to do now is go ahead and season them. I'm going to put salt, and you can do this to your taste. So I have sea salt, and then I'm going to do pepper. I think cracked black pepper would be best, but I do not have my cracked black pepper. I have to buy some more. So what we're going to do is just gingerly toss them. You would ideally want a bigger bowl too. You would ideally want a bigger bowl. So I'm going to have to take an extra minute or so and get these all tossed because the bowl is kind of tightly full. Okay, so you want to do this in a bigger bowl so it has more room to move around and get coated well. You also do not want to shake these vigorously because the leaves are loose after cutting the stump off and also getting them somewhat tender already in the microwave. So you just want to gingerly move them around and toss them. Okay, the oven is preheated to 400 already. We're just going to go ahead and pour these out on this pan, this roasting pan, and some leaves will come off. That's going to happen. So that is normal to happen. And you want to get a spoon or something, spatula, and scrape the bowl down. I'm just using my fingers because it's just me and my family. I'm going to go ahead and spread these out. Oh, I got one that was not cut. So I'm going to go ahead and spread these out on here. Also, guys, to give this a quick start, what you could do, and I did not do it this time, is preheat the pan for a good 10-12 minutes and get it super hot. Get it super hot, and that way when you take it out and you put the Brussels sprouts on, it can already start to kind of roast or brown them. But this is fine. Just want to put them on here like this. Okay, so I am going to turn these down. You don't have to, but I'm going to turn these all face down. And just so they can brown the same way. It's okay either way. I'm going to stick these into the oven, the preheated 400-degree oven, and I'll be back. We're having tilapia to go along with it, and then some roasted garlic and Parmesan potatoes, and I am just doing that the easy way. This is a very easy, quick, and simple meal. Potatoes, tilapia, and roasted Brussels sprouts. Real easy method, and these are just potatoes in the bag. Now, like I said, when you're in a rush, it's good to have things that taste good, you know, that you can just do real quick. But I usually do my potatoes from scratch, and I make really good potatoes. I will link that video at the end. It's a video that I came up with by myself, you know, on my own. And it's one I use all the time. I take to, you know, family functions and things like that. I made the video a couple of years ago. So that's the one I make all the time. But like I said, when you're in a hurry, you got to do what you got to do. So I put onions around here. I put onions and butter in the microwave, about a teaspoon of butter. And I cut up some onions and I put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds to help soften. And then I just seasoned it with a little sea salt and put it throughout the pan here with the fish. And I'm going to stick this in the oven while the Brussels sprouts are finishing up. So I just took the Brussels sprouts out and They're a little caramelized on this side. It's been 12 minutes, so I'm just going to flip them over. I know some people like them dark brown, and I don't like them super dark brown. This is good for me. I'm just going to go ahead and flip them over and get them roasted on the other side. And put them back in the oven probably for another 12 minutes. And they are finished. They look delicious. Here we go. We have roasted garlic and Parmesan baby red potatoes. And we have roasted Brussels sprouts with garlic and turkey bacon seasoned with salt and pepper. And we have tilapia seasoned with salt, pepper, little Lowry's and some garlic powder, and roasted onion that was roasted in the pan with it. And there you go. 35-40 minutes. Get her done. We even got some Kool-Aid. As we say, red Kool-Aid.